Why are you moving away from me?
Sorry.
Get around me! Hey guys, Anna Lanning here. I'm joined with one of the stars from the weekend, Gem. We're 2-2. How do you feel about the weekend?
Very excited, Anna. I think the whole spectacle, the day itself, was awesome to have 1,500 people come through the gates and to top it off with the 2 wins. Very, very pleasing.
So Gem, do you have any pre-game routines?
This time round I was in charge of the speakers, so that was probably one of the first things that I packed. Morning of the game, we stopped off for a coffee, and interesting enough, we had to go to 3 places before we found somewhere that was open.
Now I heard you had a bit of an interesting morning before the game.
Oh yeah, you could say that. Wes proceeded to open the back page of the newspaper to find an article of me and proceeded to show the entire coffee shop that it was me. I'm not sure if she was hoping that she'd get a discount, but it didn't work.
Typical Emma Ingles there, typical. So you performed quite well on the weekend, Gem. How'd you feel? How was it playing in the first ever WBBL match?
A little bit nerve-wracking, to be honest. I think there's been so much build-up and so much lead-up to it that to finally get out there on the day was very exciting. Opening the bowling in T20 is always going to be challenging, and fair to say that we did get taken to a little bit, but it was really good as a bowling unit that we were able to combine together throughout the whole innings to not only bowl the team out in one game, but also restrict them heavily in their run chase.
So now the most surprising thing of the day was Meg Lanning actually won 2 coin tosses. Not 1, but 2. Tell us a little bit about that, Jen.
Look, I've heard much about Meg's coin tossing efforts, and sure enough in the morning of the game she was giving it a little bit. She had at least 10 practices before we went out, and I heard she was perfecting this new technique, and I was lucky enough to be able to see it behind the scenes. It's what miracles are made of, really. I mean, sensational effort by her to go out, pressure up against her. She actually did say that to toss the coin is actually more nerve-wracking than opening the batting. So, so for her to start off her day, obviously it served her well. But look, let's get around the new coin toss. It's working.
All right, that's a wrap, guys. Thank you very much to the 1,500 plus people that came out to the junction on Saturday. It was very much appreciated. You guys were loud and you were wearing green, so it was nice to see. We'll catch you next time for our round in Sydney versus Sydney Sixers and the Hobart Hurricanes.